Dropshipping and e-commerce content on the internet is filled with flexing, success, tutorials, but we rarely see any failures. Dropshipping is almost made out to be this get-rich-quick scheme, which floods the market with people trying it out for a week, failing, and then ultimately chalking it off as a scam. I've been dropshipping for almost 5 years now full-time, and I can tell you that there's long-term growth, sustainability, and profit in dropshipping. But what about the failures? Why do dropshipping businesses fail? Why have I been able to build multiple successful dropshipping brands and others haven't? Well, I'm going to cover the reasons why most people fail. So hopefully you can avoid these mistakes and build a sustainable income for yourself. Before we get into this video, there's two quick things I want to mention. The first thing is, if you're a beginner and you're looking to start dropshipping or an e-commerce brand, you're probably going to want to open up a Shopify account. And I'm partnered with Shopify to give you $1 per month for the next 3 months. So instead of paying $39 a month, you only have to pay $1, saving you $38 over 3 months, so just over $100. If you want this discount code, and I don't know why you wouldn't, I'll have a link down below in the description so you can check it out and start up your store for very, very cheap. The second thing I need to mention really quickly is a shout out to ecommerce mastered student Heather. She is the owner of the brand Creatures, and she has been absolutely crushing it this year and last year. The clothing drops that she does are so successful, hitting almost 10 grand in the first hour. And on some of her bigger months, she's pushing over $71,000 in revenue. Super glad that you're in the program, Heather, and congratulations on all your success. I really can't wait to see where you take it. If you want to be like Heather, or you're interested in learning ecom from me and my team personally, make sure to check out ecommercemaster.com if you want to learn more about us. And if you're just ready to jump right in, I'll have a link down below in the description where you can book in an application call. We have to make sure it's a right fit for you and a right fit for me. That's why we have this application process. You cannot skip it. All right, now let's get right into the video. First, we need to dig into the general notion around dropshipping. Short form platforms like TikTok, due to the nature of most videos on there being under 60 seconds, really under-explain dropshipping and how easy it is to start. Yes, it's a lot cheaper and easier than most businesses that you can start nowadays, but there's way more that you need to learn to become successful. People will see an overview of how dropshipping works in 60 seconds, but as soon as they try it themselves, they get extremely overwhelmed. As a sole business owner without a team, you're in charge of the finances, logistics, web design, product selection, advertisements, copywriting, marketing angles, analytics, and more. And make sure to stay till the end of this video because I'm giving takeaway tips that are going to increase your chances of success from 10% to 50% plus. And a quick story on what actually made my first store successful. But let's squash the notion of dropshipping is a get-rich-quick scheme. Let's actually rephrase it to get rich generally quick with hard work and consistency. That's not as catchy for sure, but that's the truth. With all of the variables that I just mentioned that you're in charge of, you have to understand that it does take some time to master just a few of these. You constantly need to be doing A/B testing, learning from your mistakes, and marginally improve day over day as you improve your business. This might sound like a lot of work, and that's because it is. But all of the work in building a successful dropshipping brand is all front-loaded. Once you put in the time and effort to learn how each aspect of this model works, and when you put all of the puzzle pieces together, that's when you reap the benefits. You can then essentially put your advertisements on autopilot and work 30 minutes a day if you want to. And while you're doing that, you can blow all of those American Express points on free vacations. So we squash the notion of a get-rich-quick scheme. It's really a get-rich generally quick if you put in hard work. I think that's really important to know so you don't give up in your first week and expect, $1 million in sales. But the next thing that we need to talk about is what beginners incorrectly focus on. I see beginners spending the most time looking for their winning product. And don't get me wrong, having a good product to sell is important, but there is so much more that sells this product than the product itself. Let's break down the model quickly and point out some key variables. In dropshipping, you are essentially the middleman between the supplier and the customer. Your main job is to have this customer purchase from you. That way you can send the order to the supplier and it'll be sent directly to the customer with no inventory in between. And how does every single business in the world convince customers to purchase from them? It's marketing. If you can become an expert or a semi-expert in marketing angles, ad creatives, copywriting methods, offers, web design, you can pretty much sell any product that you want. And you're probably thinking, where can I even learn all this stuff? Well, besides my YouTube channel and Ecommerce Mastered, the answer is looking at successful brands. You want to find a brand that's selling your product or a similar product, go to their website, look at the language that they use, look at their offer, the images, pretty much everything. You can also even look at what ads that they're currently running on Facebook and Instagram. All you have to do is go to the Facebook ad creative library, search up the brands page, look at what active ads are running right now, and they will literally show you the ad creative, the ad copy, the offer, the landing page that that it takes you to. And these are all currently ads that are active and running, so that means they're spending money on them and they're probably profitable. It's right in front of you. You need to take these brands that are successful and use them for inspiration. Obviously, you can't copy one for one, and you shouldn't, but put your own spin on things. If you can get past this whole winning product thing and teach yourself real marketing skills, you just increased your chance of success tremendously. The next thing that I see so many people have minor success with dropshipping, and then something inevitably goes wrong. Maybe their ad manager gets disabled, maybe the ads stop performing as well. There's a million things that can go wrong. But the thing that I see the most is that they stop right there, they give up, and they move on to the next product or the next side hustle. You need to stop moving on from products so quickly. You need to reinvest, continuously test, and improve your brand at all times. Nike doesn't continuously run the same ad over and over for decades. They adapt, they test new marketing angles, new ad creatives, pretty much everything that they can possibly test. Even when you have a product in an ad set that's winning, you should always be A/B testing against it. Why limit yourself to that one point of success? Let's say your product, your angle, your offer is netting you 15% profit margins. It sounds simple enough, but what if you just tested a new angle, maybe tested some more upsells, and now it nets 25 to 30%? The more time that you spend not testing, the more opportunity cost is stacking up. No ad campaign will last forever, so while your ads are performing decently, you better be in the back end crafting up some new angles, some new offers, new products to test, and generally new ideas just to change it up. Ad fatigue is real. And if you're not there yet and you haven't found that ad creative, product, marketing angle combination that's been working for you, try what I did when I built my first successful store. The night before I gave up on this store altogether, I switched up two things. I switched up my marketing strategy and my offer. At the time, this was back in 2018, Facebook interest targeting was way more impactful than it is today. Today, currently, broad targeting performs a lot better, but at the time it was very important, and what I changed in my marketing strategy was I started doing micro-stacking interests. And for my offer, I made it so enticing that it was pretty stupid to turn it down. I decreased my product's price below Amazon's. And you're probably thinking, how'd you even make any profit then? I didn't make any profit, I broke even. But I broke even on my hero product, and I added a bunch of perfect complementary upsells to these products to where I was getting a 30 to 40% conversion rate on the upsells. And that's where I was actually making all of the money. It's actually a strategy that I like to talk about a lot, and I have some other videos on it, so make sure to check those out after. But that store specifically went from breaking even to making $15,000 the next month. And the month after that was 17 or 19,000, I can't remember. The moral of the story is that I only needed to change two things to change the complete outcome of the business. Now let me give you a couple quick takeaways that beginners should be focusing on. Number one is to focus on marketing angles and not products. When you're looking for products, start looking at them and saying, how many marketing angles can I come up with this product? The more marketing angles that you come up with, the more opportunities that you have to test. Number two is to spend more time on marketing because the rest of the business can be outsourced easier. Number three is to reinvest. Don't hoard profits right away. If you make a little bit of money, reinvest it right back into new ads, new product testing, and web design. Number four is to remain consistent. Newsflash, you're not going to make $1 million in your first week. You need to know that dropshipping and e-commerce in general works, and just enjoy the learning process along the way. Number five is very important, it's to keep track of tests and failures. Take notes and try not to repeat any failures. When you're testing a lot, this can get pretty tricky if you're not keeping track because you're not sure if I've tested this audience before, I'm not sure if I've tested this marketing angle before, so make sure to keep a log of everything that you're testing. Alright guys, I hope this video was insightful for you guys and very helpful. If it was, please remember to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment down below on what video you want to see next. Also, if you have any other questions, you can DM me on Instagram, I'll try to get back to everyone, just DM me ecom. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time.